Ready for more Shadowrun? Because I know I am. We're about to dive into the glory hole and complete this mission. Get in the van, Glory. Ha, Van Glory. It's Van Glorious. Alright, so Glory, you have some stuff now. Yep, some medkits. This is probably bullshit, but I don't need... Can I give her something different? No, I can't control her stuff, can I? Alright, well, I guess we'll just carry around this bullshit. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. The drive from the Kreutz Bazaar to Schoenbuch Forest was a long one. For over 6 hours, you and Glory rode in relative silence with only the sound of the road for company. Now you find yourself crouching in the woods, watching, waiting, peeing. Off in the distance, the rustic exterior of Fürstühle looks curiously warm and inviting, but you know what's waiting inside. Motherfucking Satan. The anticipation churns at your guts like a living thing. Eventually, a van pulls out of the compound's driveway and rolls out along a service road before disappearing from view. Glory gives you a nod and begins to scramble forward. Harrow has left the building. It's time for you to make your way inside. Okay. Do I wear my... No, I'm going to switch to my secure long coat for this, because as much as I love my charisma bonus, I don't think it's going to be as useful in this instance. Okay, here's where I can swap out stuff. So let's give me another med kit, maybe. Okay, and then let's give Glory another trauma kit and confirm. Okay. The weathered edifice of Fürstühle looms above you, dark and sinister in the chill night air. Despite the horrifying stories Glory told you about this place, something about it feels strangely comforting. In the back of your mind, insidious voices whisper you could stay here forever. Do you feel it? The lure of this place? Glory gestures with a limb of chrome and steel. When I was a kid, when I was whole, the pull was irresistible. Yeah, I feel it, but it doesn't change what we have to do. No. No, it doesn't. She looks at you and her eyes are dark, but when she speaks again, her voice is quiet but steady. You're going to see some terrible things in this place, NightSass. Fürstühle exists to prey on the young, and we're going to have to come face to face with that. Are you sure you're prepared for this? Ready as I'm gonna be. Take Harrow out of commission. Yeah, no, I know that's the plan. What do we do first? We make our way inside and take out that shrine that Harrow uses as power focus. We can't touch him while that thing is standing, and after we bring it down, he'll be vulnerable. It's not that simple. Destroying the shrine won't help us. Harrow bound a malevolent entity, a toxic spirit, into the stone. That's where its power comes from. We're gonna have to deal with it. In many ways, it's the heart of this place. You know, for dealing with like magical threats and stuff, why didn't we bring our mage? Why are only the two of us doing this? I mean, I get that she doesn't want to like tell anybody else about her secret shame, but like, we can't touch Harrow while the shrine is intact. If we try, he'll siphon enough power from it to slaughter us where we stand. But if we confront the shrine and kill the spirit, the astral backlash from its death will cripple him. All we have to do is finish him off. I'm with you. Let's do it. Okay, but after we do it, we gotta go on this mission, okay? These backgrounds are so nicely painted. Hello? Is anyone home? You can't make out what they're saying, but one of the voices sounds desperate. You've heard the tone before, the sound of a man pleading for his life. We should keep moving. Whatever's going on in there, we don't want to get involved. Getting involved is the whole reason we came here. Yes, it is. We're here to kill Harrow, not the people he's brainwashed. After we've taken down the shrine, the cultists in there will be hurt, disoriented. We can deal with them then. Alright, Glory. Fine. We'll just go straight to the thing. The doorway shimmers with a faint red light. As you approach it, you feel a squirming sensation in the back of your skull. Your limbs begin to tingle, then feel heavy. The closer you get, the more of a struggle it is to continue moving forward. It feels as though the strength is being siphoned from your body. Ah, it's a trap. The shrine room is through there, but this barrier wasn't here before. Harrow must have warded the doorway. Fantastic, now what? The ward is like a lock. There must be a key. Back when I helped Harrow run this place, he and I were the only ones allowed in the shrine room, so we look for whoever's taken my place. It'll be a girl. Harrow would never take a male as his second. He wouldn't want the competition, and her hair will be fire red. It's a sort of insignia of rank within the cult. Okay, looking for a redhead. Nope, can't hack it. An ostentatiously large tome sits cradled on this pedestal. The paper is robust and fibrous, and the binding has been expertly stitched. A steel plate running along the book's spine anchors it to the pedestal. Glory stares down at it, frowning. Harrow's manifesto, the handcrafted line of bullshit he feeds to his initiates. We all ate it up with a smile and came away convinced that he was a genius. Looks like he's expanded over the last few years, at least twice as thick as it was when I lived here. That's what she said. I wouldn't want to hang around long enough to find out. This is Harrow's personal library. He used to experiment in here. There were dangerous things in here, NightSass. Sick things. I was never allowed in this room without Harrow. Nobody was. He said it was for our safety, and I think he was telling the truth. I feel uneasy being in here. I don't want to stay longer than we have to. Maybe things have changed. We didn't have any trouble getting in. Nope. It's just your old self talking, your past coming back to haunt you. I've been on edge since we came in, but that doesn't change the fact we should learn what we can. Let's leaf through it. When I first set out on the path to free living, I realized I'd have to rethink all my earlier assumptions about life. I would have to question my own values and beliefs, and I'd need the strength to trust in the answers that came to me. The prospect was daunting, but it was also necessary. The road to true freedom is paved with unanswered questions. After all, you can't learn to be free from a book. The answers won't come from a Bible, an instruction manual, or a code of conduct. You don't learn that, you'll never break your chains. The path to true freedom is one each one of us must walk on his or her own. What makes life worth living? What in life is truly valuable, and what is the dross that can be burnt away? I spent weeks dissecting every aspect of my life to find the answers to this question. Slowly, agonizingly, I pared down the list till only 4 items remained. These 4 items became the cornerstone of my new philosophy, the basis for everything Fiorstella stands for. Love, the first cornerstone and most important. Without love, life is bland and meaningless. Without love, we might as well be machines. Love what you do. Love the people around you, but above all, love yourself. Self-determination, the second cornerstone. Each of us must be his or her own shepherd. No more gods, no more kings. Your life is your own. Lash out against anyone that tries to treat you like property. An assault on your freedom is an assault on your whole being, and it must be met with an equally ferocious response. Charity, the third cornerstone. A miserly life is an empty life, and each of us is our own master. No one should live as a serf. By helping others along the path of enlightenment, so do we enrich our own lives. Passion, the final cornerstone. Complacency is poison. Be wary of it. Ambition is the key to a fulfilling life. Don't settle for what is. If you do, you abandon what could be. Harrow, what is best in life? Kill your enemies and crush your enemies, drive them before you and hear the lamentations of their women. And also some stuff about Satan. That ominous feeling is getting stronger, NightSass. Feels like we're being watched. Well, let's keep doing it. Be free. Be free in all things and experience that freedom with your whole being, body, mind, and spirit. Discard the oppressive traditions of modesty and shame you've been indoctrinated with since birth. The free thinker has no use for them. Your body is a source of pride, of pleasure, and succor for yourself and others. Enjoy it, and share that joy freely with those who desire it. Be selfish. Don't enslave yourself to others at the expense of your own happiness. Take what you want and do so unashamedly. Our desires are an important part of what makes us human. Society's trained us to hide that part of ourselves from the world. But a free living person doesn't cower in the shadows. Okay. But I cower in the shadows. I run in them. That's my job. Own your desires and rejoice in them. Selflessness is ultimately dishonesty, and dishonesty has no place in the free society. Lastly, show reverence. The free living person understands the only true governance in this world is the law of nature, and that in nature there's a hierarchy. So rabbit doesn't question the wolf. The mouse does not wonder why it must run from the cat. They do, because they must. The survival depends on it. As it is in nature, so it is at Fürstelle. Know your place in the food chain and understand the mechanisms by which you can better yourself. I love that this guy is such a hypocrite, right? Like, throw off the hierarchy, except when I'm in charge, do what I say. Yeah, right? Here we go. You hear another rustling sound, Glory moving behind you. She stares at the rule of living, a look of disgust on her face. I wish I could click this. But yeah, dude is a total hypocrite. That's what Harrow wrote them for, and he mined an entire library's worth of 60s counterculture essays, New Age self-help books, and cult manifestos to do it. There isn't a single original idea in this thing. You couldn't have known that. You were just a kid. NightSass, that ominous feeling, it's getting closer. There's something in the room with us, I'm sure of it. We have to get out of here. No, I have to finish this. Done. The philosophy of Harrows really starts to break down. Glory lets out a startled cry, cutting your sentence short. Out of the corner of your eye, you see her wheel to face something behind you. All at once, the room fills with a slaughterhouse smell, like blood, bile, and feces, the stench of an abattoir. As you turn, you catch the sight of something sliding into the world. It looks like a charred man with a pair of tortured faces where its shoulders could be. The thing burns like a Roman candle, spitting white-hot sparks in fiery plume. An oily substance runs down between its dangling legs and splatters on the floor. Where those drips land, they burn. NightSass, look out! Ah, fireball. Oh no! The devil is coming! Oh, it's gonna get you! Big scary monster! Done. Killed. The look of the thing that attacks you begin to dissolve at the moment of death. As you watch, its tissues break down into a growing slick of bubbling pitch and rendered fat. What the hell was that? Something from another place. Glory stares at the remains of the creature, now a dark stain on the library's floorboards. Like I said outside, the boundaries between the physical world and astral space are weak here. Things can come through. A headless abomination just pissed lighter fluid on the floor and tried to burn us to death. I think things can come through is kind of underselling things a bit. Semantics. Now can we get out of here before it happens again? Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here. Though I'm not really that scared of that thing, so whatever. Ooh, what's in the refrigerator? As you open the refrigerator door, a whiff of ammonia sticks in your nostrils. Watery light glints off the door's polished interior. The fridge is stacked full of large plastic bins, all tightly sealed and neatly labeled. It's hard to tell through the opaque plastic, but they appear to be full of meat. Human meat? The first thing that hits you is the smell. The meat is beyond rancid. White mold frosts the sides of the bin. It's all you can do to keep from gagging. As you rush to put the lid back on, you recognize a familiar shape in the rotten meat. A mangled human hand! Bum, 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 bum. Ew, barf. Harrow teaches all the initiates how to do it, how to harvest the meat, store it, label it. Nobody likes doing it at first, but you learn. By the end, it doesn't even bother you. This is beyond fucked. Like, gag me with a spoon. We need to shut this place down. With Harrow dead, all this will stop. Yeah. Let's go. Ooh, medical supplies. This is the Initiate's dormitory. The new arrivals are brought here. There's still hope for these kids, NightSass. Harrow hasn't a chance to ruin them yet. Well, anything that I say is going to get cut off, so... Wait, listen. Movement in the other room. You strain your ears to listen. Soft voices from inside the room come drifting out of a nearby vent. You hear a woman's voice. The sound is crisp, smooth, and sweet, and instantly puts you at ease. Calm now, dear. It's probably nothing. No need to worry yourself. We're so far off the beaten track, we don't get a lot of visitors. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see Glory's back stiffen. She flinches as though she's been stung. Another voice, high-pitched and pleading, an adolescent boy. Yeah, but what if it is someone? What if the bad people have found us? What if they followed me here and they've come to... Well, then we'll send them away. You're perfectly safe here. You have to believe that. Don't worry, dear heart. Harrow won't let anyone hurt you. Not here. Not in this place. Not ever again. Are you certain, Marta? Positive. Be calm, all of you. Of course it's Marta is the... Yep. She's the Marta from my story. Yep. She's still here. She'll be Harrow's number one. It means she'll have the key to the shrine room. Yes, we gotta kick the door in. Aw, come on. You baby. No, not here. Not now. Those kids in there, they'd all die for her. They already love her. That's what she does. Can't risk confronting her in that room. The situation turns ugly. Any one of those kids would happily eat a bullet for her. It's not what I came here to do. We'll deal with her later. Why is everything later? Hush now, boys. Why don't we just wait outside and when she comes out, we'll jump her. Hush now, boys. And get some rest. You've got a big day tomorrow. Biggest of your lives. You get to meet Harrow. I promise you, after you speak with him, you'll see the whole world in a different way. A better way. Yeah. Alright, Marta. Have a good night. You too, dear heart. All of you. The coast is clear. We can handle the initiates. They're just a bunch of scared kids. Let's do it. Hey, kids! Oh my god. Okay, there we go. The initiate closes the door, whips his head up to look at you. He takes a stutter step backward in alarm, then opens his mouth to cry for help. You don't want to do that. We're not here to hurt you. Listen, motherfucker, if we wanted to kill you, you'd be dead. If you lived on the street, you'd know how this works. Yeah, you're right. But if you want to hurt anyone, why are you here? We want to have a word with Marta. A private word between old friends. You understand? Yeah, that's cool, I guess. That's right. Motherfucker. So much talking. Just let me do it. Marta is on the other side of this door. However this goes. Like, I'm all fucking pumped. My blood is going. I want to kill these dudes. Marta is just on the other side of this door. However this goes, we're going to have to move quickly after. If she dies, Harrow will know it, and I don't trust her to keep her mouth shut if she lives. So we take the key to the shrine room, break through the ward, and confront the spirit. Are we clear on that? Crystal. Let's do this! Leroy! NightSass. The woman in this room is lovely. Full lips contrast artfully with her fine elvish feature, and a tumble of fire-red hair spills down over her shoulders. Beyond her physical beauty, there's something inherently approachable about her. She exudes a palpable aura of kindness and warmth. Marta, Glory's old lover, the lure that Harrow used to draw her and so many others to Fürstühle. She looks up with a start at the sound of your approach. Her eyes go wide at the sight of Glory. As she takes in her cyberware, her mouth falls open in horror. Glory? Yes, Marta, it's me. It's been a long time. It has. Glory, what have you done to yourself? I made myself faster, better, stronger. What I had to do, I got out, Marta. This was the only way. Oh, Glory. All at once, the horror on Marta's face is replaced by an expression of profound sorrow. I am so sorry. Marta steps forward, her arms extended to wrap Glory in a hug. Yeah, and then Glory puts her arm around her and she's like... crushes her to death. All at once, something in Glory's face changes. Her skin goes from pale to pallid and her breath becomes ragged. She takes a step back and raises her claws into a defensive posture. Don't you touch me. You're one of Harrow's creatures. You always were. One of his creatures? Glory, what are you talking about? You know what she's talking about, Marta. You ruined her life. Her father ruined her life years before we even met. I didn't do anything. If you'd just have left me where you found me, I never would have hurt anybody. My mother would still be alive. I never would have sold my soul to that abomination you all worship, and I would never have had to sacrifice my own body to escape from it. This place took everything from me, and it started with you. Harrow and I rescued you from a life on the streets. A beautiful girl, homeless, penniless, living in a gutter. I pulled you away from all that. I saved you. There's a long pause. Glory stares into Marta's eyes, her expression unreadable. I don't feel much anymore, Marta. Most of the time, I'm completely numb. But for you, I can make an exception. I hate you. I'm sorry you feel that way, Glory. For my part, I still love you. Shut up. Another lie. The last one you'll ever tell. Do it, Glory! Do it! Alright, Glory, I didn't want this, but you win. Let me show you what our husband has taught you since you disappeared. And this is the part where I just machine gun him down. And that's it. Oh, Marta. Oh, Marta. Oh, so dramatic. Such a big drama moment. Hey, well, alright. Glory stands staring at the red ruin of Marta's body. Her eyes flit down to her claws. An expression of growing horror creeps across her face, except she didn't actually do anything. It takes a long time for her to respond. Her voice is choked with long dormant emotion. No, I'm not. Well, get your game face on, girl. We gotta deal with Harrow. Yes, I know. Back down and give me a moment. To your astonishment, tears are welling up in her eyes. She's starting to leak coolant. Glory. All at once, the blood drains from her cheeks. She wipes the water from her eyes with a cold metal hand. Save the consolation speech. I'm over it. She nods in the direction of the shrine room door. We got what we came here for. Let's finish this. Fuck yes. Yeah, run, children, run. Be afraid of me. Remember my name. NightSass was here. NightSass, you little shits. Don't forget it. Go buy my album. So is this one of those missions where at the end it turns out that the monster was me? As you step forward, the scintillating red light flickers and dies. There's a strange lurching sensation, but it clears almost instantly. The door swings open with a touch. I'm going to put a smear of this on your forehead. It's sort of alchemical balm. Harrow taught me how to make it. Simba. She unscrews the cap from the jar, revealing a pale white ointment. The surface glitters. Powdered orichalcum isn't cheap. Fuck no it isn't. An alchemical alloy, inherently magical, hellishly difficult to make, and incredibly expensive. So in Shadowrun, orichalcum is like how you make super badass items and weapons. If you're a wizard, orichalcum like fully is like a desirable object. It's a kind of thing that Breakdown would like. I was gonna say would kill to get, but I don't think Breakdown would kill to get orichalcum or kill to do anything, frankly. She dips a metallic fingertip into the jar and begins to stir. The boundaries between the material world and the astral plane are weak here. The stuff acts as sort of a lens, focuses your perception, makes the haze real. Blorp. With this we can deal with the spirit on its own level. I'm glad you came prepared. I didn't have much of a choice. There's no way I could pull this off without alchemical assistance. I wouldn't even want to try. She fishes in her bag a second time and pulls out a pair of silver necklaces. Aw, for me. A rune-inscribed pendant dangles from each. One of them is each of them is like half of a heart with your initials on them. This will protect your astral self from spiritual possession. Don't take it off while you're dealing with your shrine, whatever you do. Glory puts on her own pendant. The necklace glitters slightly against her pale skin. She looks super hot right now. I don't know what's going to happen when we step inside that room, NightSass. We're playing with forces outside our control. Are you ready to do this? I've been waiting for this since we got here, baby. Let's go then. When we engage the spirit, Hera will come rushing back here. When we kill it, he'll be crippled. Then we kill him. That's the plan. Let's do it. Konnichiwa, Satan. As you approach the shrine, a chorus of high, sibilant voices fill the air. Oh! The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep dread. Welcome home, Glory. Glory's eyes go wide. She opens her mouth to speak, but no sound escapes her. Glory! What? Something slams into you, a wave of intangible force that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves reverberating through your mind. The world lurches, and everything goes black. Oh my god, are we going to be in hell? Rad! It's like that thing in Max Payne when you're like freaking out. I love it. Slowly you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions invade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. The sensations come in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back towards consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat. The roar of distant flames whisper to your ears. When your eyes flutter open, a dull red glare fills your vision. As you attempt to struggle to your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Everything is heavier than it should be. Slowly the waves grow still and your senses calm. You find yourself staring into an infinite horizon. The blasted ruins of Fürstelle stretch out in all directions as far as the eye can see. Holy shit! Holy shit snacks! Warily, she surveys your surroundings. I'd say that's an understatement. Where the hell are we? Little do you know. I can't say for certain. So there's a thing in Shadowrun where you can go into astral space. There's like metaplanes controlled by different sorcerers or controlled by different like spirits and stuff. They're basically like little pocket dimensions. I can't remember what they're actually called. Maybe it's metaplane? Alright. Let's go find us a devil spirit. It's like the Scarecrow levels in the Batman games. Oh no, fire monsters. Again, I really don't know why we didn't bring a wizard with us. Like, it just feels like it would have been the smart call. But hey, what do I know, right? All cybered up. Let's do this thing. Great. Good. Fantastic work. Okay, Glory, you need to also cyber up. And then let's get in there. Well, metaplane or not, this place... I don't know why I made her run around like that. That's really stupid. Nothing in here we can't kill with bullets, so that's good. This music is interesting for this section. I like that it's a little more like chill. Come on, demons, let's go. Bring it on. Alright, NightSass, mow these two down. Yeah, like that. You did it. Hiya! Good work, team. This is a really cool side mission. Whoa! Look at this guy. Woo! You look so cool. Deer head creature. The thing hovering before you is hideous, but also kind of metal. Its broad chest is jacketed in scale-like patches of burning coal, and its many sets of antlers, I guess, shimmer with heat. It smells like a barn fire, wood smoke, burning fur, and blackening bodies. The spirit inclines its head towards Glory and spreads its arms in welcome. It speaks in a chorus of clear, lilting voices. You don't hear them so much as feel them. The sensation is strange, like hundreds of butterflies fluttering in your chest. Glory, welcome, child. What a pleasure to see you again. We're gonna kill you, spirit. Fuck. That terrible dialogue. We're gonna kill you, spirit, and once you're dead, Harrow will follow. We're burning this entire godforsaken place to the ground, and we're doing it tonight. We knew why you had come, child. When you mutilated yourself, when you cut away your connection to him, all became clear to us. We knew that one day you'd be back, that you would lash out against our great master. It was inevitable. The voices in your head soften, become sad. But the fluttering in your chest turns ugly, like the buzzing wings of a swarm of blowflies. You have mangled yourself beyond repair. You did that to spite him. He who is your greatest benefactor. You betrayed him, child, but he loves you all the same. Cut the shit, spirits. Slowly, terribly, the spirit begins to turn. You can hear the crack and pop of splintering vertebrae as the enormous head shifts on its shoulders. So this spirit is the spirit of the place. And the kind of thing that Breakdown in Mirrorshades could interface with without too much trouble. Your friend, this outsider, slanders our great master, but we take no offense. Her words are like the babble of a newborn babe. She is ignorant of the truth. The spirit inclines its head toward you. If the noise continues, we will teach her, and the babble will cease. Gloria shoots you a sidelong glance. She mouths out a word. Don't. Ixnay. I have a message for you from our great master. He has a gift for you, a peace offering, one he offers freely, a sign of his continued affection for you. He knows you desire his servant's destruction. As a symbol of his love, he will grant you the power to bring an end to Harrow. He knows that you wish to free the children of Fjordstella. As a sign of his compassion, he will help you set them free. You can have everything that you want, child, all of this and more. That's a nice pitch, spirit, but you neglected to mention the price. The spirit leans forward, clasping its hands. This will cost you nothing. A simple gesture, a trifle, a show of good faith. If you demonstrate your love for him, he will reward you beyond your wildest dreams. Remove the protective ward from your neck, and his gift is yours for the taking, yours forevermore. Glory cranes her neck to look up at the reeking, cadaverous thing that looms over her. I had my limbs hacked off to get away from the adversary. I paid someone to do it. That's how badly I wanted to be free of your great master. Your offer is pathetic as it was predictable. To be frank, I'm disappointed in you. The barnfire stench of the spirit thickens, and its antlers glow white. The heat radiating from the thing is like an oven, a kiln, a blast furnace. If you rebuke our great master a second time, I will chew what's left of you into mulch. The marrow from your bones will nourish the garden. I promise you this, child. I promise it. The blade slides out of Glory's fingertips. Her mouth parts in a feral smile. I've been waiting for this too long. I'm going to rip you to pieces, spirit, and after I'm done with you, Harrow will follow. The spirit cackles. Ha 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 ha! Very well, child. If pain is what you seek, we will bring it to you. Beneath its leathery skin, the thing's bones begin to shift, straining against ligaments and tendons that bind them. A hideous cracking sound fills the air as its skeleton splinters and pops. Ah, goddammit. Death comes in many forms, child. The fluttering sensation in your chest feels like a rasping pain that steals the breath from your lungs. Feels like you're being eaten alive. Yours will be swift and brutal. Sure, or I'll just auto-fire you to death, you piece of shit. Dick spirit. Alright, well, let's go and fucking start chippity-chapping these guys up. Ah, false spirits, I see. That was easy. Fuck you. This is a bullshit spirit. You suck, spirit. 1 damage. Ooh. That was easy. Weakened, the heart of Fürstilla stumbles backwards. The barn fire stench of it intensifies, and the chorus of voices devolves into a cacophony of animal shrieking. The fluttering butterflies in your chest become razor blades, and every shriek is accompanied by a white-hot burst of pain. Glory's up and moving, beeline for the spirit's weakened form. Her claws glint redly in the infernal glow. Fucking wreck that dude. The power released by the spirit's death explodes outward, slamming into you like a freight train and sending you reeling. Glory's buffeted backward like a rag doll, but she manages to retain her footing. She turns to face you, the ichor from the spirit's chest wicking off her razor-tipped fingers. You watch her right hand burst into flames. Harrow stumbles backward, clutching his head. The rippling motion of his outline has become ragged and violent. Through the haze, you can see rivulets of gore trailing their way down his ears and nose. The whites of his eyes have gone pink with blood. He shrieks at Glory, and the voice comes out in a strangled croak. "You stupid bitch! What have you done?" Slowly, she turns to face the flickering projection. Flames continue to lick up from the chrome of her hand. The metal glows like molten glass. When she speaks, her voice is strangely calm. "What needed to be done? See you in the real world, Harrow." The projection of Harrow convulses and bursts. The scraps are consumed by shadow. The shadow dissipates and Harrow is gone. A wave of nausea washes over you and your perception distorts. It feels like some great, unseen power is turning you inside out. You catch sight of Glory, standing impassively, smiling into the void. Then everything goes black. Wicked. Yeah, it turns out the only thing that can kill spirits is machine guns. Slowly, you swim back to consciousness. The mound of stone that was Harrow's shrine is shattered. The aura of power that emanated from it is gone. Struggling to your feet, you find Glory standing nearby. She looks as calm as she ever has, but something about her troubles you. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. What's happening? She gives you a sidelong glance. We're getting what we wanted. Harrow, the real Harrow, isn't far from here, and he isn't in shape to put up much of a fight. But we need to get moving. Things are spilling through from the other side, like rats fleeing a sinking ship. You cough to clear your lungs of the soot and smoke you inhaled in the other place, but to no avail. To your horror, you realize the smoke is here, too. Fürstilla is burning. From the hallway outside, you hear a chaotic jumble of sounds. Just on the other side of the door, a man is yelling, pleading with something to stop. From the cries that follow you, gather his words have fallen on deaf ears. You hear a fainter, higher-pitched noise, the screams of the initiate. Let's get him. Let's finish the job. Yeah. Nuked. Oh yeah, where's your magic power now, jackass? Oh, she's got rad fire claw. Harrow's magic still protects him, but not well enough. Half his body has been seared black by the creature's attacks. Blood spills from his ear and nose, and his eyes have gone wide with terror. Glory stalks towards Harrow. Her claws at her sides. A ghastly smile creases her face, and it widens further as she draws near. The nightmare creature from the adversary's domain fall back at her approach. Impossibly, the fingers of her right hand begin to glow, just as they did in the adversary's domain. The metal goes from cherry red to yellow white in an instant, and waves of heat wash over you. She looks down on Harrow's huddled form and raises her right arm. Glowing razors erupt from her incandescent fingertips. He looks up at her, his mouth agape. "Hello, lover." Yeah! Where Glory's burning claw makes contact, Harrow's flesh bubbles and bursts. She rakes his chest and plunges a pair of razor-tipped fingers into his eyes. It's like exactly like it's like Blade Runner, right? Except lover instead of father. I want more time, father. His final screams are inhuman, like something out of a nightmare. Glory shakes her hand free, and his seared body tumbles to the floor. It's over. She smiles at you, lit beneath from the red glow of the claw. Her mouth looks like it's full of blood. It's finished. With dawning horror, you realize what was bothering you before. Something is absent, and the realization makes your stomach churn. Her pendant, the protective charm that glittered against her pale skin, it's gone. Glory, what happened to the pendant? The ward you were wearing, where is it? She glances down, and you can see worry begins to creep into her face. The wild look in her eyes slowly dies away, replaced with the cool, analytical expression you've come to know. I don't know. I must have lost it somewhere along the way. The angry glow of her burning claw fades to nothing as the metal cools. As you watch, the red light that bathed her body slowly dies away. Something happened in there, Glory. Your hand. How do you explain that? How is it even possible? I don't know. We can worry about it when we get home. It's only a matter of time before this entire compound shakes itself apart. Obviously, she knows that that was a load-bearing boss. Fine by me. Let's get the hell out of here. As if on cue, an ominous creaking sound reverberates through the halls of Fjordstelle, followed by the groan of buckling support struts from above. Other, stranger noises can be heard further in the distance. Panic screams and faint cries for help, intermingled with the bellowing roars of escaped spirits. That's our cue to leave. Let the fire take this place and everything in it. We've done what we came here for. Hera's dead. We've won. Yeah. But the younglings. Griffin wants me to get the younglings. But I can't. I can't get through. Oh, fuck it. You thread your way through the trees of Schoenbeck Forest, tracing your way back to the thicket where you and Glory hid the van. The inferno that consumed Fjordstelle is spreading, and the conflagration casts the forest around you in a sinister orange light. The heat at your back is intense, unbearable. Far ahead, Glory blazes a trail for you to follow, shredding the foliage in her path. The fire is moving fast, but you are faster. You clamber into the van, put the vehicle in gear, and punch the accelerator. The burning ruin of Fjordstelle recedes into the distance, a glowing speck in the rearview mirror. The peace and safety of the Kreutz Bazaar lies ahead. Nice job. Good stuff. Yeah, you might... Dealer Umbra makes a good point. You might say that Fjordstelle went up in a blaze of glory after that harrowing mission. Alright. I'm going to take a break here. We just finished Glory's mission. So we'll take a short break, and we'll come back, and maybe we'll do Blitz's side mission next. I think that'd be cool. So stick around. More Shadowrun Dragonfall right after this.